prepping for markets or events. So I wanted to make this video because at the moment I was prepping for a market, and this is kind of to just give my process of what I do, how I go about the days leading up to the event, what happens, my mindset going into it, and just kind of the organization that you need to have, I think, as an artist, just to make things go smoothly, what's expected of me or whoever's helping me, etc, etc. So my situation is a bit different. For this event I do photography for the event, and through that I've got someone that mans the stall for me. I'm lucky enough to have someone that believes in me, that can man that stall while I am running around trying to take photos of everybody and everything. But long story short, my process is, firstly and most importantly, to not rush myself and do things last minute, because artwork needs to be done so that it can be printed and it can be showcased and sold. That is not the point. I should be doing art all the time, working on things all the time. I feel like that's my responsibility as an artist, not procrastinating, not giving myself the benefit of the doubt, because greatness does not give you the benefit of the doubt. We're here to improve, we're here to get better, we're here to do better work all the time. So whatever artworks I have that are done and that I am 100% happy with are going to be there at the event, right? What I used to do was display stuff until even work that wasn't printed, and then that didn't work out as nicely because the work that wasn't printed, I kept on getting asked if there were prints. So now my rule is always showcase the work that you have prints or copies of, because people will definitely ask, and you want to make sure that you have everything on hand and available. So once the artworks and stuff are ready, I need to go get them scanned. So I go to a normal print place, I get them scanned, however many A4s or A3s or whatever I'm working on get scanned, and then I edit those. Minor edits, it's just because the scanners pick them up lighter, so I just need to darken them slightly, and I kind of sometimes have the originals with me on my desk, wherever, so I just try and keep the tones to as natural and as I see them, as the original looks, as close to the original as possible. And once those are done, I check the stickers I do digitally, so those are on my iPad. Once those are kitted out and ready, the scans and the stickers go out. Now currently my stickers goes to a different print place than my prints do, but both of those go out to their separate places, and then after a while of waiting, paying, they come back to me. Currently trying to figure out a better process to print stuff on hand by myself, because I feel like it would be easier, but there's a lot of initial expenses that needs to be paid for that to happen, and some space is also needed, which I'm quite limited on at the moment. Well, after that, getting the prints, getting the stickers, checking the quality, checking if I am happy with everything, and then once that is done, prepping it. So I get the plastic sleeves and I try to look for cardboard backing or whatever, and I put those in with the prints. And then for the stickers, I've got a display thing that my dad made that displays the stickers, so I don't necessarily need to put it in bags, individual bags for example, unless someone asks for bags, then we've got small bags on deck. But everyone's pretty happy to just take the stickers and keep them in whatever they've got. And then how it runs, so all of that is usually done leading up to the event. So if I gave a roadmap, 2 weeks before is when I am getting, 2 weeks before the event is when I am getting ready. All of the scanning, stickers, double checks, all of that happens and gets sent to the printing place. Some print places take a week, some take 2 weeks. I always give 2 weeks just in case. It comes right up until. Then the day before the event is the day that I'm double checking everything. I've got a big kind of like container that I put all my prints and lay everything in flat. It also keeps it protected from the elements, wind, rain, sun, even whatever. Because some of it is rolled, some of it is flat. The stickers as well is in a smaller container within that big container. It's just easier to have one whole thing that houses everything that can just move. I know this probably sounds like general knowledge or like common sense to some people, but this is just my process. Maybe it can help someone. If someone is wanting to get into markets and events, maybe it can help you understand how to go about it in the most efficient way possible. So anyway, all of that is being packaged and put together. Then I have to go through my mental list of what is the most important things. Obviously I'm shooting that day, so I need to grab my camera. But the night before I want to make sure that the phones are charged, or my phone is charged, right? I want to make sure I've got a charger on, if I can snag any power somewhere. Not always the case, but just if it's possible, you know. And then packing, so checking what I do have in my stock, which is in the container, checking what I don't have and what would probably need to be ordered. So if it's a Comic-Con, I'm always printing lots of stuff. For Comic-Con, I feel like you never have enough. And for smaller events, I usually just leave whatever I've got. I don't print always unless it's been a while and I need to put in some new stuff. So in this case I did, and maybe I'll show some footage of that stuff. And then once that is all sorted, it is the more general stuff, right? So packing a bag of maybe water, a cap, a jacket depending on where you are, what the weather is, like a beanie, I don't know. And then the Heyooo, because we predominantly use card machines. There are some people that prefer using cash and they just give cash. We don't always have cash, but sometimes people actually just come with exact amounts. You know, people come with their family, so it's not so bad. It's not an issue or anything for any reason. So just making sure that the Heyooo is charged, that we've got the box, that it's in a container, and then making sure that we've got all our display stuff. So most of our display stuff are wood and don't really need to be like unpacked or put together or anything, except for the plate racks. And that's about it. So just making sure the main stuff that is being sold, all of that is sorted, and then double checking all of the stuff that we need to put in our bag, and then double checking card machine, cash, blah blah blah, and then mindset. So that is all now the day before. So now by the point of the morning, it is waking up early, getting done, you know. You are going to be there for a while, and you have to always assume that you're going to be there longer than what the hours are going to be. That's just a rule of thumb. I always assume that I'm going to be there early, and I always assume that it's going to go later, just in case, because some events, everything usually has set hours, but sometimes things happen and it overlaps or it clashes or it goes longer, and you can't account for that until the day happens, on the day when it's going on, right? So you obviously want to account for, don't organize something else later with your mates or go do this or this. Make sure that that day is set out for doing the event and for getting it done, right? And you are definitely going to be tired, you're going to be hungry, your feet are going to be sore, your voice is going to be sore. So you want to make sure that your immune system is good. Take an immune booster, a shot, whatever you need. There's going to be a lot of talking, a lot of people. You'd think that maybe if you are new or if you don't know how things are going to be, that you won't have to talk to people. but you will talk to people, believe it. People, even if it's 1 to 5 people, will definitely want to have the longest conversations with you in the best way possible. I mean this. It's just, don't expect that you are going to be the most introverted at these events, but it's a good thing, because the more that you show people you can talk about your work and give them a little bit of understanding and show how passionate you are, you sell people better, you know. So it kind of helps with sales, being friendly, talking, showcasing your work in a way that you are proud and happy about it, because you should be. It's an achievement, and to be able to get into markets and showcase your work is a great thing. So well done. And so yeah, take breaks, drink water, make sure you eat properly. We often forget to do these things, but that's why I would always recommend working in pairs. Having someone next to you to also man the station means that you can take bathroom breaks, you can get food, you can sort out water, you can check up up on each other, and you can make sure that you guys are both good, and that is the point. Sometimes that can't always happen. You can always ask the people around you if they can just watch your store quickly, if you need to run somewhere or do something quickly or go to the bathroom. And also what I've noticed about any event is food. Always busy. Food trucks or whatever's going on, there are massive crowds always. So my way of getting around that is you either go early when you're there in the morning, or you go before lunchtime, which is literally just as it starts. You want to time it so that you can go fetch lunch. Like, let's say the event starts 10 or 11. You want to prep, set up everything, and then you want to go get food the minute before it starts, because that way when people start walking in and looking at stuff and figuring out what they want to buy, you're just grabbing some food and you're coming back, right? And then you can take turns eating and chatting to whoever else, and it just works out better that way. Because otherwise you're gonna wait until the end of the day and there might not be what you want, or you might not get food, or things could be sold out. So everything is just about timing, being mindful of the space, other people, other vendors, and just enjoy yourself. Thanks for watching.